assumption of the finishing order, is it? First to the shallow pools. Nah, there shouldn't be many shallow pools today. I think it's the one above Jimperding. It's the only one that doesn't have a deep channel on both sides. I went on the right hand side approaching Dad, and then as I got close, the right hand side got way too shallow and I had to cut across to the left hand side. But it's pretty obvious, like you see dead little weeds and things sticking out of the water. The orchard where the Titrees begin is a great spot to empty your boat if you need to. Not that you probably will need to because you'll be stopping at 2J, but if you don't stop at 2J or if you have water in your boat, then it's great to empty it before the Titrees begin. Then you can jump everything. And there's a really nice put out on the left there. Well, a nice enough put out that you can jump out and empty pretty easy. It's also a nice little break before before the hard part. Now this is an interesting one. This side is gonna shallow out, and that's where we should. That's the best way to go down there. But we can go down here and then jag right wherever. Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. But what I mean is when it's really low, this is too shallow. But for the race and for our levels, I think we won't have a problem because I don't think it can possibly be lower than this for the race. So if we go, if it works today, that will be the racing line. See here, the left ends up being too shallow. So you've got to cut across to the right somewhere. And back up there is the really low channel. And down here is, I think we'd better go here. Because you feel the bottom now, it's right there. You'll see people dragging their boats down there in the race. Yeah, there's the sandbar. That's about as difficult as it gets for shallow pools. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that we used to say you just follow the people in front, but nowadays so many newbies and novices in the race that haven't practiced, the people in front are probably going to go down there. Wrong way, you know, so I agree. But that's it, you get lulled into this false sense of security where, oh, everybody else knows the way, don't they? And I'll just follow them. And then suddenly, hang on. Gives you confidence though, you realise, oh, I'm better than that, you know, I know this. You get some early Titrees training on the left there if you want it. You can go down there if you want some extra Titrees training. Not necessary. Yeah, lots of people go down there again. So, oh dear. Yee-hee. 1K. Eddie. All right. Gonna get shallow. Gotta pick the left side here. We'll see if that's deeper than. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, better. Better. Directly behind is pretty much the best because then you don't need to worry about shooting left or right. Like, it'll keep you straight basically. And you know, closer the better, but obviously it's a risk of bumping the person then, so we'll go straight here. I think there is more water on the right there, but it's unnecessary. Yeah. Just an unnecessary danger. Yeah, I think the top guys in the sprint boats like to ride that side wave. But the side wave is not as powerful as the back wave, I think. So I think they do it so they can probably overtake easier. First little taste of Titrees here. Just stick on the right side here and it'll be okay. It's pretty easy and slow though. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And the eddy will bring you around. It takes out all the novices. Okay, 1k to go to the trees. See the gravel bank coming out. That would be a shallow ride. Ooh, zigzag. Alrighty, there's the pool above the orchard here. Gonna hug the left-hand bank. I remember in Avon and races gone by, I'd hop out in the middle of the river here and empty my boat, and it's about ankle deep. Nice gravel bank in the middle. Yeah, there it is. Woo. Gonna do a zig and then a zag. Back on the left after this. Spoonbill. I missed my mullet. Would shade my neck. through the spray deck. Here we are, start of the Titrees. So we're going to take the right hand most channel to begin. I believe that's the right way. I went central channel last time and it's just not bit shallow. And I'm pretty sure they spit you out into the same location anyway. The first obstacle is the ford, maybe 200 meters downstream. We want the right hand most passage at the ford. So we're going to jag right above the ford as much as possible. And it's not too hard, but just the further right the better basically. You'll see I'll sort of get right and then won't really be far enough right, but I'll angle across and it'll be okay. It's quite gravelly, you'll probably hit some rocks. Okay, that's the orchard put in there. And that's where you empty your boat if you need to. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're not going straight, we're going that way. Although straight is an option in the race if you really need to. Easy here. Yep. Left side, left side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Proper Titrees. Yep, all good. Yeah, this is easy. Okay. Come on, hand. Okay. Right hand side. Yeah, right to the tree, you'll be fine. Yep, easy. All right. Here's the ford, and we're already on the right, so no worries, you know. Extreme right. if you see two good channels, take the right hand one. Just seems to work 90% of the time. Shallow on the left there. Oh, this is the hardest part here. Just slow right up and it'll push you into these trees, but you can grab them, just like take it at 0 kph. You want the right hand side of this tree. Oh, it's easy. Yeah, far right and you'll push back. It's like, yeah, this is not the hard bit, yeah. Hard, but not the hardest. Take your time. Yep, perfect. Yeah. An extreme right down here. Cut the corner on the grass. Avoid the tree, but it'll be easy today. Yeah. Plenty. Yep. You won't get washed into it. Well, tons of space. It's cool. You can even go back if you need to. Yep, yeah. Better than smashing into the tree. Left-hand channel. You can see that right-hand one doesn't look no good. Left-hand channel. Shallow pool. Deep water. Where do you reckon the water goes? It's a hidden channel. It only appears at the last minute. It goes down the left, but you'll see pretty much the whole river goes down one way, and once you get there you think, oh, of course it's here. But you can't see it until you're there, so it's well, it's directly in front of me now, but you still can't see it. Once you're there, it's a no-brainer, but like, yeah, don't go there. If in doubt, you just paddle to the end of the pool and then decide, and you'll go, oh, yeah, of course. It's a hidden channel, but it's always like visible and all that. Alright. Got a tree to bash through here or duck through, but you can miss it on the right. That's all there is. Yeah. Okay. Little technical section here. Just take it slow. It's a defined channel, you'd say. And that's it. Yep. Just yep. Yeah. Yeehaw! Yeah. When in doubt, go to the right. They're both a bit bony here, so plenty of time, plenty of water. Yeah, pretty fan. Yep, all good. Okay, straight ahead, easier. Take a look down there and decide not to do it. But you'll gravel out, there's a little bit of gravel here. Take a run up this next bit. And that's it. Yeah, I'd rather scrape gravel than try and worry about 5 logs in the way. That entrance is bad, hey? It used to be even worse, that left channel, so we never go there if we got a choice. If it's over 0.5, then where we went will be no trouble. Well, no more trouble than that. It's those angled, overhanging things that you get washed into that you want to try and avoid. And there weren't any down that gravel run, so, you know, even if it was lower, it wouldn't matter. Hoorah! Okay, we're taking the left turn here. Take it wide, plenty of space. Yeah, it's easy, plenty of time. It's easy, it's fine, yep. Okay. Got a tunnel, we're going to duck under the log in the middle here. It's way easier than going around there. This is your challenge to duck. Just see how low I have to duck and see if, you should be fine, but you got to duck pretty low. Head on cockpit, yeah, head on spray deck. Straight down. Yeah, about 10 centimeters of room. I wouldn't try and duck anything lower than that, so like make that your threshold. You can go around, but it's just more difficult in low water. sandbar on the left there. Alright, I think this is Long Pool, or some, maybe not Long Pool, but it's one of the bigger pools in the trees. It's one of the ones we got to pick a side. And that side is changing. I'm gonna go left side. Right, getting off that grassy bank around the tree back there, where your nose got stuck. Oh no, yeah, no, that's what I mean. There's tons of those where you choose the lesser of two evils, like, you know, you're trying to avoid the tree so much that you get eddied out, but you'd rather eddy out than hit that tree, so sort of practice shimmying down the grass, you know, with your boat scraping the whole way, but not getting turned around is the key, yeah. That one's a really good kind of practice one, because there was a lot of space and no danger. There's a few of those where the tree's angled enough to just, you know, once you get near the tree, it'll take your head off, sort of thing. But maybe practice paddling on the grass. Like, you could have done a huge whoosh on the grass, sorry. You could have whooshed on the grass and like pulled your nose around with a paddle stroke, which if done urgently at the right time, you could get through without getting stuck. And then the wiggle also, really important. We used to call it the Terry wiggle because I could get down rocks and like dry areas of rapids just by wiggling my way down while moving forwards, you know. And we kind of like keep the momentum, I guess. Yeah, half the pool done, yeah, exactly. You think, oh, we're back into the Titrees. Nope, whole another pool to come. This is what I call fake Jimperding. See, there's like a brook coming in, and like Dad stands about there at Jimperding, and you know, it's like 6.5 k's in, so not Jimperding just yet. Jimperding's like 8 or 9 k's, I think, so it's not too much further, but it's at the end of a pool just like that. And that's the fun bit, actually, just below Jimperding. You'll remember when we get there, there's a big island in the middle, and all the time in the past we used to go the right hand side of the island down a cool little chute that like appears down there, and you go, oh yeah, down there. But there's gravel down there and one of those overhanging branches that you get smashed into down a gravel run. So above 0.5 we go left, and there's actually a cool little kind of chute, little rapids, like Leatherheads, almost like Leatherheads. I did it last week, and I scraped down the gravel, but it was okay, so we'll be fine today. Left hand side of this log, but then I went straight ahead last week, so what we're going to do is probably go left here, far left. I think it's more open. My way wasn't that good. Pretty much the same though, I think. Yeah, but now we end up far. This is where we want to be. Yeah. Okay, into the unknown. Looking for channels on the right now. Yeah, we're good. All right. okay. Wrong way. That's the only way through there, and it's pretty blocked, isn't it? Perfect. Okay. Central channel's not that nice, so if we go back up to that dead tree and take the right-hand-most channel now. Yeah. If it's possible, we'll paddle up. If not, we can easily carry up. Well, no. It gets shallower and shallower, so we have to jag right. Exactly. It's just going to get worse from here. I've been here. Oh, you can get through. You can definitely go through there. It's just not advisable. We don't want to do that in the race. So you can practice doing that if you like. But see the one above the water, like the big one with all the bark missing, you'll get pinned against that. So that's not nice, I think the right-hand way, the middle way is easier than this, and the right-hand way is probably easier than both. So, and I'm pretty sure we can get up there no troubles paddling upstream. So yeah, this is as strong as the current gets, so we'll be able to get up there. And if the right-hand side's bad, then I can show you the center again. Yeah, use the eddies. I can already see that right channel's no good. So I went there last time. I'm just seeing whether this other central channel here, yeah, okay. I think for now it looks the most open. So, like I know down there's not nice, so we'll just see. Be ready to go down there though. No, we're good, okay. I reckon this is probably the easiest entry. See, that looks bad. Yeah, this will be good. And you end up same channel, yeah, okay, cool, this is okay. Middle channel, most water, yeah. Memory serves though, there's some logs that you got to grab soon, so get ready to slow right up. You'll eddy out here. Huge eddy, huge eddy. Another huge eddy. Watch that gravel, yep. All good. Yeah, perfect. Okay, central channel at the dead tree, yeah, at the big log, yep. Whoop. Got a rock. all good. Dunk. Yee-hee! Zoom. Nah. Yep, all good. Fast little section here, nothing in the way. Okay, here's the logs, hard bit. I'm gonna go through this way. Angle it to the left, angle to the left. Grab that one on the right if you have to. Like that. Yeah. That's where, if you power through, you'll be better. Yeah, yeah. That was the sketchy moment for me last week. See, it washes you right into that one on the right. Okay, that was the hardest bit in the whole Titrees. Okay. Okay, pools above Jimperding. Yeah. If you're ready for that one back there, it looks like it's no problem. It's just if you approach from the left-hand side, then it becomes a lot harder. Here's the shallow pool. I think it's here we need to jag left again. Somewhere here. I can't see where it's deeper, but that left gets shallow pretty quick. Yep, somewhere here. Yee-hee. Oh, sandy. How's your legs? Surviving? Okay. So wiggle them around, like pop them out from the spot now and try and wiggle it as much as you can and see if that helps. If you don't feel it, And if you don't feel any better by jimperding, then yeah, I'd say, yeah, move them. It's like, I can sort of make all my pain go away by just popping them around a few different positions in the pool here. Yeah, you definitely get one leg more painful than the other. I've always got the right leg sore and the left leg fine too. Weird. Okay. It's about as deep as it gets. Oh, jeez. In the low years, you spend all of day one just doing this down a freaking shallow pool. It's just terrible fun. Terrible non-fun. Going about 7 kilometers an hour, you know? At least we're doing like 10 right now. Yeah, it's pretty deep here. One day a tree will fall near us and we'll get a hell of a fright. Well, hopefully not in that near, yeah. I think in pouring rainstorms would be the most dangerous, as the ground gets all nice and soft. Now this is, I believe that this is now, we'll see Dad in the distance around the corner here. So we're going to cut right, but then have to cut back left again. The right hand side shallows out again. That's where I got confused and had to do a zigzag in front of Dad. If we take off 5 minutes for the upstream part, then we'll pretty much bang on the same time as last paddle. Whew. And if we don't do the upstream at the end like I did, then I think we'll be faster. There he is. Gotta follow those ducks. He'll ask why we're late. You want to hop out here? Yep. Go up Jimperding Brook itself. The thing in front of him there, yeah. Or just spin around and see whether that bank downstream, I think that bank downstream's too steep. Jimperding itself is all, remember that's where the turtles were, up the bank there, so I reckon it's going to have a pit stop. Yeah, I reckon right here is good on the other side there. Let's go into the right of me there. Yeah. Well, one experimental channel was no good, so we came down the same way I did last time. And did pretty stable there. So we came the same way as I did last time, and it's no worries. Well, if it gets higher, that'll be interesting, because there is a zigzag you got to do. But yeah, don't get your feet wet. Don't need to get your feet wet. Yeah, the tributaries are definitely pumping, but they haven't sort of reached the main gauges in the river yet, I guess. Because the 2J gauge is above all of this, it has to get the morpholock, you know, and the morpholock has only just peaked, so it hasn't reached here yet. It's the back part that we're worried about yet. None of these are patchable because they're all in the well, you know what I mean, it does that. But there's nothing you can do, so it's the back one that is the problem. I can feel it, it's not dripping on my legs very much. Do you want to double tight? You want to be able to tippy-toe your feet though, because that's how you sort of get rid of the... You know, the last thing you want to do is like touch your toes. That motion is what's hurting it. Locked in. Oh, maybe it's the back thing. Yeah, we don't have any of those back things on ours, so... No. Yeah, we tried to store it upside down inside the other helmet, so hopefully it wasn't pushing on that. But whenever it's up the right way, it'll be pushing on that, wouldn't it? I also have sore legs, but I would like to try and just see what I can do about that while in the boat. Only one sore leg, but if you can duck that thing, probably about half a dozen more of those. Yeah, well. Now the water's all still pretty tame, so nothing happens quickly, and if you do one paddle stroke you overpower all the water, so sort of and we did that up at the dead tree, or the dead log up there. Yeah, if we have high water, that left-hand channel that we turned around in, I reckon is the best one, Jules. Only in high water, as we saw. Sorry. Keeps pushing. Yeah, you got a little one there. Okay. Only one hard part to go. Right at the end. Yeah, we'll be fine now. Until there. Okay, and you got fine weather too. Nice one. Alrighty. It's 17. Okay. All up, yeah. Yeah. I got 9 on the dot right now, yeah?
8.87. So that's including the upstream, so...
Yeah. See, that's weird. Like, somehow I've got more, way more than you, but I don't know, some way of doing it. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's 17.7 down to Superchute, probably 17.0 to Possults, and 15-ish to Cobbler's Pool. Maybe 14.5 to Cobbler's all up, I think. I think we call it 14 on the measurement. Nope, 11 on the measurement, but measurement's wrong. So now here's where we used to go down the right-hand channel here. So have a look down there and you go, ooh, is a secret channel. Oh yeah, let's go there. And it's not the way. It's the way in very low water. But you'll see down here, we'll have a nice little rapids, little run, a gravel run, and it'll be the way. Pretty sure it's a tiny bit higher than it was for me. Even though the gauge reads lower. Try and pick all the gravel and the rocks out of the water here because there's plenty to hit, but no danger. Well, the danger is spinning around backwards, I guess. Reminds me of 2J Rapids, in fact, in low water. I'm going to cut around to the right. Jiggle, jiggle, yep. It's okay. Anything lower than this and you sort of can't go where we went back there, eh? You're scraping down the rocks and it's just not fun. But again, pretty sure that it's not going to be lower than this, so that'll be your way. I haven't taken the right-hand channel down there yet, so it might be better now for all I know. reckon the foot pegs are better? Hard to tell, yeah. Alright, this is Dad's folly here. I told Dad to go left, and he went left above. Yeah. Just follow me, I'm not going to do anything wrong today. Yeah, not through there. All right. That's what we call the root chute. All right. Either way is good. Alrighty. Yeah, middle was good. I sort of would give you a bad setup for this one. You never know what's around the corner, so always try and give yourself as much room and as much as turning, you know, come from as far out as possible. Whew. May as well stay on this side. It's pretty much the pool above Cobblers now. So we just got this pool, one more pool, and then Leatherheads. I believe it's no more difficult Titrees as well, so just a little bit of thicket between the two pools and that's it. Aha! My boat is dry! Woohoo! And this pool is shallow! left hand side. Whew. That is shallow. Chase that wave. Shallow again. Dang. All right. I think this is just the pool above Leatherheads now. Kind of goes on a bit though. Nah. Little bit of we're zigzagging through the trees. We go to the weeping willows, which is a willow tree that comes down. You brush it with your head, and then you're in the pool above Leatherheads. Taking this channel on the right here. Yeah. No worries. Yeah, we took the right way. Left hand side. Oh, you'll get through. Just like slow down and bump over the log here. Yeah, it's actually okay. And then right hand side after that. I think this is still the easiest way. That one will bump down, it'll push under. Straight over it. Yep. about the same difficulty as the other side, so aha, rammed earth house. It's like, I don't know, that says like 1 or 2 Ks to Cobblers, something like that. You're almost at Cobblers. Yeah, we used to go to the right back up there, but the right's pretty hard, so I thought the left was easier, but maybe not. They've both got stuff in the channel that you have to kind of bump through and rip past. I can show you a video of the middle one to see if it's easier for you or not, but I don't know. It probably is actually. No, we took the left-hand one. Left-hand one, sort of, we don't usually go there, but I had trouble in the right-hand one last week, so I thought, no, let's not take that. Or at least, I thought it was the wrong way last week. There shouldn't be trouble there. There's usually no trouble there, so we'll see what the middle looks like. Pretty sure there's only 2 options there, so it's not exactly a difficult decision to make, you know. Usually one way is really bad, or much worse. Okay. Now, yeah, I think I went right here last time. This looks more open, less water but more open. I mean, yeah, less water but more open. Yeah, jump the log or under the log, over the log. Okay. Yes, definitely the correct channel. Otherwise you'd end up over there. Yeah, nothing to hit. Aha, Dave's log, jump it in the middle, you'll be fine. Da, da, da. Yep, perfect. That's the one, you can go under it on the side. That's actually a no worries one, because you can go under or over. Yee! I thought I had more warning, sorry. That's the old wooden gauge site for the Titrees there, and we're through the Titrees now. This is the pool above Leatherheads here. You'll find everybody gets out to portage on that log there. It's not necessary. We always used to go underneath on the right-hand bank and it was no worries. Absolutely. Oh, mate, you can. I mean, I'm a bad example, but I can jump a foot of log out of the water. So, you know, as long as it's lower than the nose of my boat, I can get over it. But then my nose is sitting up a little bit higher than most people, so bad example, you know. But no, something like that, anything that's below the water is fair game. This is the pool that you're going to go left-hand side. This one bloody shallows out on the right there. Yeah, even if it's a handspan out of the water, you'll have no trouble. And it's basically, if your nose rides up on it instead of smashes into it, then you can get over it. That'll be the only thing you have to jump today, though. Come on, where's that water? There it is. Haha. Deeper right here. Yeah, the hard logs are the ones that are mostly out of the water and then dip down to a spot where you can jump, but the water's moving away from that place, and so you get washed into the higher part of the log. And then you got trouble, you know. But when the main flow of the water's going over the lowest part of the log, then it's kind of direct you there anyway and give you all the power you need. Do you reckon you could paddle much faster than this if you needed to? Yep, cool. Then you are fit enough. Because I'm like flat out basically. And that's cool. Like, I mean, oh, that's right. But no, I'm not injured. Like, it's not sore yet, so I'm happy to go fast, and I'll manage anything that happens. Then I'll slow down or whatever. But oh yeah, no. Well, yeah. It's important to know what my body does when it gets to the limit, because you know, it's all like confidence levels. So when you feel like, oh, I can't go any further, okay, well, I'd rather that happen today rather than on Saturday. You know, deliberately not eating during training paddles so that you can know when you need to eat. So like right now, 1 hour 30 since I ate anything, I'm hungry. So I know in the race I should eat every hour. An hour and a half is probably a bit too much. So have a goose shot every hour, or you know, just after an hour. Wait an hour before eating basically, and then I should be okay. If you feel hungry during the race, then it's too late. Same as like dehydration, you know, like they say. So that's the one thing that kind of saves me, is that if I'm if I'm hungry, then you feel crap, and then everything goes downhill. But if you just keep eating, then that's one less thing that you'll ever have to worry about. And because of that, you feel happy, confident, stronger. Oh look, everything's easy and done. So, you know, as I say, there's like one controllable thing that you have is your belly. And, you know, it's kind of dumb to not control it. And I just find that to be a great boost in mood, you know. Probably due to the caffeine in every one of the goose shots, but you know. Yep, yeah. Only problem is you got to stop to pee pretty often, but that's you know, way better than having to beg for water or something like that, or drink the river like all the novices. Oh, we can just drink the river, can't we? Have you tried that? Have you tasted the river? I'm sure they've all turned over many times and had mouthfuls of river water, so I don't know why they would want to sustain on it. Yeah, this pool's a long, boring one, and then I'm pretty sure the weeping willows are still coming, and then we turn the corner and we're at Leatherheads. Kind of hops up, it surprises you a little bit because you come round a blind corner and then you're at the rapids, so it's like, oh, wow, we're here. Woohoo. Oh, extreme right. You'll see once we enter from the extreme right, you'll just follow the main water and it's like, ah, oh, yeah, of course that's where you go. But unless you're on the extreme right, it looks like a minefield. Oh man, I love Glenn Duesenberg. He tells everybody that the left-hand side of Leatherheads is the way to go. And you'll see at the top, it's kind of like Terminator, where the left-hand side is like, yeah, there might be some water there, but why would you go there? And we often laugh at him for that. He's gone down the left, the race before, and then led a whole bunch of people down there, and then told them, yeah, that's the way. And I don't know. He has a few interesting ideas. He's now a powerboat driver. So we'll probably see him in the race, and he'll give us some stick. Because we used to race each other in hoppers for years. And he switched to powerboats. And I said, last year's race, when they finished, he yelled at me and said something. And I said, oh, I see you've finally got a boat that can beat me, hey Glenn. There's a few times they didn't finish in powerboats. And then, no. When he was in the single, I beat him. And then when he was in the powerboat, you know, he still, you know, everyone, all the powerboat, if a powerboat finishes and doesn't have huge problems, it's pretty much gonna beat all of the paddlers. Now, no, we're good. Yeah, you can take that one, but it's not ideal. .7. Whoop, grassy chute. Taking the right-hand channel here all the way down, like right-hand most. Yeah, I forgot about this bit. Yeah, right hand most channel. Easy. Okay. Yeah, this is the thing above the pool. Yeah, okay. It's all easy though. Let's cut the corner here. This is the Weeping Willows. We're going straight ahead to the right. Yeah, there it is. Not really a willow. Okay. One under the water. Okay. You can hear Leatherheads now. Just around the corner. There we are. Extreme right entry and then follow the water. It should be pretty straightforward from there. Ah, really? I went too far left. Guys, watch out for the flat rock down here. It gets you at the end of the day. Yeah, just coming up here. Everybody always forgets about it. Right there. That one. No biggie if you stuff up, but all the spectators can see you. Alright, Cobbler's Pool. Wow. Yep, perfect. That's where we launched for day 2. Looks like it'll be a nice easy launch this year. I think the campsite's still closed, or this whole area is closed to the public still. Nobody's down here. Dad says there's a rail crew doing maintenance where they've got all their vehicles parked up the top there. Whoa! I don't remember it being this shallow in the middle. All right. 15-ish Ks for us, but probably more like 14 and a bit down the river. It's always fun. It feels like it's longer or shorter than it should have been. It's never the same. You know? Do you reckon they're too close or too far now? Too close? Yep, yeah. It's kind of the problem is that for rapid, like you were saying the other day, for whitewater and manoeuvrability, closer better. But then after half an hour at that level, it's no good, so it's basically a compromise in the middle somewhere. I think for me at least, they're as far away as possible while still being able to be pressed. One leg always goes dead before the other. Same. Okay. Worst comes to worst, you can push on the foam in the middle. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I think you want them as far away as possible while being able to touch them. So this is a perfect case of, can you touch them in the dead tree channel here? And if you have a bad time here, then that's a good example of too far. Yeah, if you end up not being able to reach them in a bit that you need stability, push your knees up push your heels down and your knees up, and you don't need that foot peg unless you hit something and slide forwards. Tickle them? Yep. I think that'll be it, because I'm on tippy toes. When I'm squeezed in the boat with the knees up, my tippy toes are touching. My balls are only touching when my knees are out of position. So not that big. Oh. Alright. Joel got stuck on this log here when he started on grid 1 like 15 years ago. He raced down here in the lead of the race and then got stuck on the log. Poor guy. Okay, so we've got 4 logs which are all going to be out of the way but visible, so the last log we may have to jump, but it's lower than the one you jumped earlier, so it'll be easier. And then we've got dead tree channels, dead tree decision after that, so well after that. There's Joel's log on the right, stay left here. Okay. That's log 1 of 4. Okay. We want to go the left-hand side of all the logs, basically. There's one coming up in the river, you can go to the left of it. Don't worry jumping it, there's space. 2 of them here, left-hand side. Okay. Far left side, graze off the log, you'll be okay. Be ready, yep, paddle in the water, perfect. Far left side, shouldn't need to jump, but there's space. Tiny jump. No worries. Alrighty. Remember that shortcut channel that we took last time in practice? Not this year. I have gone there before, it is no good. Okay, we're getting near the dead trees now. So, do you want to follow me down? Like, I was going to go the right-hand channel, very difficult. Are you okay going center or left, or? Same. Okay. Dave's tunnel. Yep. Well, that's the thing. Dave's tunnel's hard, but it might be the way. I need to try all 3 of them before the race. But we'll go Dave's channel. We'll go Dave. This is probably the way you'll go. So early on, we're going to jag left. And then remember what you did in the 415. You gotta grab the tree, duck the tree. Watch this log in the middle here. Okay, still coming, still coming. Yee! Okay. Before the dead tree here, we're turning left. Down here. I think it's easiest where I went, but you probably can jump that if you need to. Yep, yep. It's easy and slow here, slow here. Yep, that's all good. Yep, you're good, you're good. Yep, plenty of time, plenty of time. No obstruction for a bit there. You can graze down the bank there, no worries. Yep, yep, no worries. That's the easy part. Now we got a hard right, then a hard left. Take it slow. Duck your head. Hard left. Hard left. Slow down, slow it down. Nose will be pulled around by itself. Yep, yep, perfect, perfect, perfect. Same thing here, slow it down. Water's going where you want to go. Let's get that nose through and then power through. Yee-hee. I got the boat if you need. You got it? Yep, okay. You got time. Aha, excellent. That's definitely the hard bit, so yeah. Overhanging log, doesn't it, eh? Yeah. Oh, perfect recovery, man. You got that boat up immediately. Oh no, that's that's those angled logs that we're talking about. That one second too late and suddenly you're washed into it. Yeah, dead tree. Drag it off the bung. Yeah, you're good. Done. Thought the bung. I thought you were blocking it, but no, it's all empty. Not a lot of water. You pretty much got no water in the boat by the looks of it. I do think that bit's harder for our boats. That bit's harder than the actual dead tree, the actual Dave's tunnel, because the tunnel, like your boat comes around by itself, doesn't it? Even where you messed up above and you're too far right, you slid off, everything slid off and no worries sort of thing. Well, but you came through, like, you did it basically. Yeah. And it's the anticipation of hitting stuff. That's I tell people, like I'll tell all novices, don't try and miss things. Try and hit things and get away with it. Learn how to hit stuff and be okay. You know, because then you don't need to try and miss them. One come forwards, did it? Well, actually, that's a good example too, because that would have been a place that, yep, you would have benefited. You would have figured it out. Put in right here and slide forwards if you like. I reckon that's probably the best way. Oh, no, a forwards altar, but just have most of your boat secured by that log. The rear of the boat's the one part you want to protect as well, because that's the most likely place to get a hole. But the easiest to patch. I'd put the rear out there and put your nose through here. Yeah, just like that, yeah. And then you'll be able to slide forwards and out with hopefully the rear and, yeah, the rear will be nicely secured still. Can you get in there? Yep. Looks a bit wobbly, but once use the paddle to, yep. Just jump on that paddle. Yep, perfect. And then lean to the right if in trouble. Oop. Nice one. Ooh. Got to learn to turn out, that's the thing. I mean, Darryl Long's probably one of the worst capsizer people there is out there because he never does it. And he wears no shoes. He's barefoot. Now's a good spot to, well, as good a spot as any. Oh yeah, perfect. Plenty of space to turn around for me. Don't suppose you want to do it again? We can do a Jimperding run or a Jimperding's about it. It's kind of far, isn't it? It's like another 3 k's up there, I think, or at least we're 16.4 k's now. And Jimperding was like 13 or something, wasn't it? 13 on the dot, I think. Maybe Cobblers.
Let's finish off.
Yeah.
Let's finish this paddle, and then we can discuss about it.
When we get to Possults, we can decide if we want to shoot Superchute or pull out at Possults and come back. I think Dad said he would be at Possults. Superchute's, you know, half a k further, so. Okay, yep. Yep. Yeah, perfect, yeah. This is definitely the bit that, you know, is worth training the most. Yeah, that's the centre channel up behind us there. We're not going to come down there. Look how much water there is there. Jeez. That's still blocked. Nah. Yeah, centre's the same as last week. No good. And here's the ford. That's where the river road crosses the railway just there. And my right hand channel comes out there. That's the right hand channel coming through. Well, you see how much water's coming down there. It looks like about half the river, so it's definitely more water than the central channel, that's for sure. But it's hell of a it's a tree bash, you know. Now this is the toughie. We're going to enter on the left hand side here because we want to stay left. You see there's that log on the right side, you want to avoid that. Yeah, this is easy, yes. Yeah, plenty. Yeah, that one, that's a trouble one. Alright. I entered from the right last week and it's extra trouble for yourself for no reason. Now we're at Possults. There's the rocks that are out of the water at the top. We're going to graze them on our left-hand shoulder. So you want to be right next to the rocks at the top. You want to be to the right of those rocks, just to the right. And then basically you want to be on the left-hand side of the chute of the main water all the way down. Right-hand side's a bit more rocky. You shouldn't hit anything today if we get it right, except maybe right at the top. Oh, I love it. Oh, you'll have plenty of power, that's for sure. Plenty of strength for the race. I think pedaling the K1 is probably the best thing for this boat, because the flat water is the bad part for these boats, and you're a pro at that. Well, you'll be probably faster than most other wave hopper paddlers or most other rapids paddlers like me. Well, they do training, but nobody does 3-4 hours of training at a time, really. In wave hoppers, that's for sure. They go in their skinny boats and go 12 kph and think that that's training for this, you know. Alright, here we are, Possults Ford. Yeah, I think Dad's at Superchute. Yeah, that'll make sense. He said he'd be here and Superchute, but it's too quick. You got to move around quickly, so thought he meant Superchute. See, there's our rocks out of the water. You can see them now. There's a big one and then a little one next to it, which is also out of the water. And oh, okay, that one, you really want that one to be underwater, but it's still. Oh no, Dad's here. Okay. Do you want to go down to Superchute? Yep. That's right, yeah, well, we can pull out and be on the road. Okay, graze that one that's out of the water, yeah. have a flat one there, watch that. It's like a celebration rock when you're going, woohoo, I shot the rapids, and then you hit it. Okay. So, yeah. So the start of the approach, the first part, you want to be hard left side. The water will kind of push you to the right, and there are trees on the right. And then just like Scorpion's tail, you want to be on the inside of the corner, left side of the corner. Don't eddy out. Eddying out, bad. There are rocks on the right. Make sure you're to the left of all of the rocks. Take your time. And you want the tree on your left. You want to go under the tree on your left, just before the main chute. Like, be on the left-hand side of the river as much as possible.
Stay left, don't get pushed to the right.
Correct. And then in the main chute, cut the corner. Don't stay left. Go the middle. Once you turn the corner and see the rapid in front of you, cut that corner. Middle of the chute is best today. Not powerful enough to turn you over, and middle is best. And probably be ready with one of these, because it'll probably push you to the right. But it's important to stay left in the whole approach section here. It's not very wide and fast moving, and more people stuff up above Superchute, I reckon, than in the rapid itself. So you enter far left side and just stay left. You do want to be right hand side of the big dead tree you'll see there though, but you see the gap. It's just, you want to miss that bush. That bush is your problem bush. Left hand side of it. Yeah, right here. And then slow down, don't spin out. Yep. Okay. Now, middle of the chute. Yee-hoo! Yeah, buddy. Woo! Eddy out in the left as soon as you can. Right here is good. Anywhere here, yeah. Perfect, yeah. See, the waves are not strong today. So, like, we fear the wrong part of that one, really. Well, it's the turn before the rapid. If you didn't turn before the rapids, you would have been right around the outside and probably hit the rocks on the outside. And I mean, you gun it up. Yeah, if you can get enough speed and get it up the bank, it's okay. But only if you have enough speed. All right, successful super shooter. Yee-hoo.